Yeah, I know we're live. I'm trying to figure everything out.
Hmm.
Trying to get.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm trying to get the link.
Yeah.
For some reason it never pops up there.
Oh.
Well, look it up. But... Okay, there we go. We're good now.
Good.
Let me check it into the display. Yeah. We're good.
Awesome.
It's in the chat. Hopefully people are watching it. But we might as well get this thing all situated.
Yeah.
Alright. Alrighty, guys. Welcome to Eclipse Racing League. Brand new league. Me and Tom started up here.
Hello, yeah.
There he is. Him and his stormtrooper.
Yeah. Oh, dear, yeah.
Alright, but we'll get the teams all started out right now.
Yeah.
Go through the team lineups.
Yeah.
So if you wanna, we'll go off and we'll switch it between every single one.
Alright.
If you want, I can go with the first one.
Don't mind either way.
Alright, so in Mercedes we have King Grouse. That's nice saying your name. And then you're truly Tom or Shadow Lancer. In the mix.
Hmm. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I'm actually quite excited about the opportunity to drive the Merc because it's a car that I'm yet, in general league racing, that I'm yet to have a full season in it throughout my career of league racing on Formula One. But when it comes to my teammate, although I'm yet to see how quick he is and what he's like to race against, but I'm excited because we're diving into the unknown, and I cannot wait to see what he does, and hopefully I'll be able to get the opportunity to work alongside him as well.
Yeah, I just have the stream popped up just in case if there's any messages.
Yeah.
But, all right, if you want to go do the Ferraris.
All right, yeah, on to Ferrari now. You've got Toxis Jesus and a driver that Cobalt and I know very well, Colin 219.
Mr. Stretch his tires.
Yeah,
almost a tire race.
Yeah, he likes to stretch out his tires, but nonetheless, I do rate him as a driver, and I've had some pretty good memories in the when it comes to the league that I've raced with him in. But on to Red Bull now. We've got
Red Bull.
Yeah, we've got Sonic Hawk, who's someone that I have very good ties with, as he's owner of the league SFR, and joining him is Carwin Romp.
Well, I know how Sonic is, but I don't know how Carwin Rob is. I thought it would be a good duo.
Yeah.
The Red Bull, so. Mad Sonic Hawk, pretty good, nice guy. Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
He is.
Alright, so we got, up next, we got the McLaren.
Yep.
I'm actually surprised I wrote these in order.
Yeah.
Alright, in the McLaren seats, we got Kronos, Castix. Castix is going to be racing every other week. Great driver.
Yeah.
Fast.
Very fast. I think he's going to be up there as well when he's racing. So keep an eye out for him.
100%. Alrighty, Renault. We got the Bazooka Joe, the German, with Martin.
Yeah.
Martin,
that.
Yeah. And Martin.
I'm gonna say this now, and I know it sounds bold because we're yet to get into other lineups, but I think that debatably is one of the strongest lineups on the grid because Bazooka Joe is rapid. There is no question about it, and because I've watched Martin race in SFR, I've been impressed with him, and I do think he's a very good driver. So again, a lineup to definitely keep an eye out for.
Oh yeah, 100%. Alrighty. Alpha Touring. We got Swanee. 2K. I think it's 2K15. It's good pal.
2K14, yeah.
2K14, 15. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of them. Something 2K something.
And Rai.
2K1 something. And then Rai.
Yeah.
Swanee, pretty good driver, very consistent.
Yeah.
Very.
I agree.
Ryan, he's improving.
Yeah. So yeah, they could that AlphaTauri lineup. I'll tell you what, they could be the surprise package this season because we all know how consistent. We both know how consistent Swanee is,
Yeah.
but like you pointed out, Rai is a driver that's showing a lot of improvement. So if he comes good.
If you can score points here and there, I think.
Yeah, I think that'll be a good season for AlphaTauri. Yeah.
Yeah. Racing Point, we got the two brothers.
Yeah.
F1 Buttons back and Saint Dead. I thought why not put them together, brothers.
Yeah. I think in terms of chemistry, it's the strongest lineup because they're both related and they're brothers. They're obviously going to know each other very well.
Button's got good pace, so Sinka's pretty good too. Sinka's yet to join the Discord, but he'll be joining tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got one Alfa Romeo driver for right now. But we're planning on getting three more drivers. Probably. I'm gonna aim for middle of this week.
Yeah.
Which is Lord Alarm and Alpha.
Yeah.
Pretty good, fast guy.
Yeah.
Based in GP2.
Was it FPSL or SFR? Because I remember him in FPSL, but yeah, solid driver for sure.
It's depending on second driver. Oh, I got kicked out of the session. If you want to invite me back.
I'm not. Yeah, I agree.
Depending on, we get another quick driver in the second seat.
Yeah,
would be a great team. Haas, there's no driver.
There's MT, and my personal team Williams, but they have yours truly, Cobalt, and potentially one of the fastest drivers in the division in Vapor Trench. Now that is a lineup. Because personally, I'm going to say this now. With you, I think you're one of the best drivers that I've had the pleasure of racing with in my career. Because we've had some really good battles whenever we've raced each other. And we can work well as well. And with Trench, although I haven't watched him race, he's rapid. I know he's rapid.
Who's all watching the stream? Put your name down.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting to see how good the Williams lineup is going to be, and I think it'll be. Unless, well, it'll depend on Haas, depending on what type of drivers they get. But I think they could be in the top 3 come the end of the season.
I never got an invite.
I did send you one.
Yeah, I saw. PlayStation.
Yeah. It's a pain in the arse, in all honesty. But we're gonna move on.
Hopefully it.
Yeah.
Invite. Come on. PlayStation. Good. Wake up.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Just reacting to something. Hold on. Let me look. Anyway. Moving on. We are going to go to the calendar. And it's a 12-round championship for this first season of ERL. So we're going to go down each track in order, and then preview each one after it's done. But first off, we've got Austria, then we move on to Belgium, we go far east in Singapore, then going into Bahrain, down south, then we go down under in Australia, then we get to the halfway point in South America, in Brazil. And then we go to Silverstone for the beginning of the second half of the season. Zandvoort, one of the fastest tracks on the calendar. Mexico, then the fourth to last round is Mexico. Then we go to Canada. Then we head to Europe for Hungary. And in the Middle East, to round it off, just like in real life, we go to Abu Dhabi. Now, let's get into each track and discuss and get our thoughts on each one. Starting with Austria. Cobalt, what are your thoughts?
Pretty good track. Pretty fast times. Definitely one of the easier tracks, I would say. Not it's not easy, but it has a nice flow. You have those double two left-handers. The only hard part about the track, I would say, is probably the last two corners where you can validate pretty easy.
Yeah,
I would say it's a great season opener. Yeah. We thought it would be the nicest track to get.
Yeah, it's a good track to get your confidence up as well, because it's not difficult.
And stuff.
And you said it yourself. It's so easy to get laps and get warnings or lap invalidations in the last two corners, because it's so easy to get caught out. But overall, I love Austria as a track. Now on to Spa.
Spa.
A bit more challenging. A little bit more challenging.
About Spa. You can't talk bad about Spa.
Yeah.
You can't talk bad about Spa.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty easy track now that the cars have a lot more downforce, but
yeah.
Other than that, it's a great track.
Yeah. I think
a lot of overtaking spots.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a very good track to race on, and it's a little bit more challenging because you've got Eau Rouge, but this track has got a pretty high chance of lap 1 chaos, because if you go wheel to wheel in Eau Rouge, it's going to be crazy, and you don't know how it's going to end up. It's either going to end in both cars getting through, or, to put it quite simply, it's going to end in tears.
I like tears.
Yeah. Now on to Singapore now. Yes, the first track outside of Europe this season.
I love Singapore. I just gotta say it. I know not many people like it. But
yeah.
I'm just a big fan of it.
Yeah, it's one of the more. Sorry.
I feel like you're gonna struggle, but.
For me personally, I think it's. I mean, people can say what they want about Singapore, but as difficult as it is as a track, it's quite nice to race on them, because it obviously provides that challenge, but especially, and it's one of the few night races in the F1 calendar as well.
Yeah, it's our first night race.
Yeah.
Too, so it can't be.
But speaking of night races, Bahrain.
2 night races in the rain.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love Bahrain.
Bahrain is nice.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Nice.
nothing
Another
too
nightmare
dramatic,
track.
but
Yeah, it's
there's some good overtaking opportunities there as well. And the
Yeah.
one place you need to look out, where you need to be on your guard, is, you know, when you go into the end of sector 2
yeah.
after the DRS straight, and then you go towards that fast right-hander. You cannot afford to touch those curves, because if you do,
Yeah.
they will suck you up, and
They'll fling you into the wall. Or not,
Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
depending
Yeah.
on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Australia? Ooh, Australia. It can be friendly to you, or it can be a pain to you.
Yeah. And I think the main concern for Australia, for me as a driver, because as I've raced there before, it's going to be turns for 11 and 12. Because...
Yeah. It's the fast...
Yeah, the fast chicane,
if you get it right, it rewards you. If you get it wrong, you're probably going to go sliding into the grass or sliding into a wall.
Yeah. London tears. And on to Brazil.
Oh, Brazil.
Yes.
You get another good track.
Mm.
Not a bad track.
Yeah.
Nice and flowy.
Hmm. And it's a good overtaking track as well, I have to say. And it can produce some dramatic moments at the same time too.
Yeah. And also it's halfway through the season, so
Yeah.
it'll give us a good idea of who's going to be...
Yeah.
Who's winning.
Exactly.
Gives us an idea who's winning the drivers' constructors.
Yeah.
I also want to say a nice little surprise at the end of the stream. Well, probably after we reveal, once we're done with the teams.
Yeah. For the tracks, you mean?
Not the teams, but the tracks.
Yeah.
It'll give it a nice initiative to actually show up to the races and win the constructors title and the drivers title.
Silverstone now. One of my top 3 favourite tracks in the F1 calendar. It has a lot. Yeah.
Is it because it's your home track?
Maybe, but it's a very good track to race on, and it's one of the fastest in the calendar as well.
It's not the fastest.
But it's still fast.
It's up there, but it's not all the way up there. It's not like Australia, Netherlands, Brazil.
Yeah.
Australia, Monaco.
Yeah.
Well, Monaco's slow. I don't know what Monaco times are in this game.
Yeah. Speaking of fast tracks, Zandvoort. Not that many overtaking opportunities, but
it's a Monaco with a wider track surface.
Yeah.
Less
and enjoyable as well.
Yeah, really flowy. Easy.
Yeah.
I know it's easy. It's pretty easy on pad and wheel.
Yeah.
It just shreds your front tires up.
Yeah. Strategy is going to be so important when you race there. But nonetheless, I like the track as a whole. I'm not going to lie.
Mexico. Let's
yes.
How bad Mexico is. Let's just.
I personally quite like it. I mean, it's.
Okay.
It's hard,
the track is fine. It's just the track limits that they put on Mexico are horrible.
Yeah, I agree.
You touch the curve, you're getting a warning.
Yeah.
Which is pretty annoying because that's not how it's supposed to be. But it's just like Russia last. In the last game, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I guess they made Mexico horrible, but they added another DRS part after the
the chicanes, the DS section,
Just before the stadium, I didn't. That must have been. That's new because I don't remember that in the last game.
Yeah.
It's not. It's useful. It's not a very useful area, but whatever. Canada.
Yep, Canada. got a podium there recently, but yeah, it's not a hard track, but the track limits are quite strict. A bit similar to Mexico, but arguably not as bad. But if you get that track right, it will be rewarding to you.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, short track, fast.
Yeah.
Overtake spots are really the only back straight. And dive bombing a couple of corners, but really, that's it.
I think if you get it wrong in the last chicane, the wall of champions will swallow you up.
The infamous wall of champions.
Yeah. And it will not be a good experience if that happens.
You have a couple experiences with the wall of champions.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that.
But yeah. Hungary now.
Hungry?
Yeah. A hard track. But when you have a rhythm, it can be enjoyable.
Yeah.
But
if you know how to race the track, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
If you're a pleb like me, the second sector.
It's a hard one, to be fair.
Really, other than that, a couple of overtaking spots, nothing too major about the track.
Yeah. I think. Sorry. Continue.
Go ahead. You're good.
Alright. Anyway, I think the main place you need to be careful at is turn 5, because the curb is bloody ruthless. If you touch it, even at the slightest error, it will not forgive you, and you will be guaranteed to spin out there. And possibly, if you go in a little bit too fast, you'll probably have a chance of breaking your wing, and that will not be fun.
Not fun. Bad days. I think Canada and Hungary is going to probably be where the championship is probably going to start coming to the end, or being the contender for it.
Yeah, I agree.
But it can always come down to the last race. But
Yeah.
I feel like towards the end, the last 3 races are probably going to be where the championship is starting to settle, probably decided.
Last, but definitely not least, Abu Dhabi. This is the traditional season closer, just like in F1 in real life.
Okay, I want to point out, guys, this is not my idea of having Abu Dhabi last track. This is Tom's idea, not mine. Go back in.
Yeah, I mean, the main reason why I wanted to go with it, because it's a good way to go out. Plus, it's similar to real life. But the thing is with this track, there are some places. Yeah, sorry.
And it marks the last race of the season.
Yeah, it does.
Continue, but time will tell.
Yeah. It's again similar to Hungary. When you get it right, it's not a bad track. We've seen a few moments here and there around here, but I think the main place you need to be careful when you're racing there is going through turns 3 and 4, because there is a high because it's very easy to spin out there.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add in just a little initiative. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Now, this is just me. For the drivers and the constructors, whoever wins the constructors and the drivers, so say if you win the drivers and you're in the constructors team, you're not gonna get screwed with something.
Yeah.
But I am willing to give. I'll do $5 US. I'll pay Valley $5 US.
Ooh.
Maybe 10. Maybe 10 if I'm feeling nice.
Ooh, that is tasty.
And depending on where you live, it's probably more or less. I don't know. But I'm willing to PayPal $5 to $10. Maybe constructors. I'll do 5 and drivers. And I'm not 100%. But it'll be in the price range of $5 to $10 US. USD. So a little initiative to. Because maybe next season, if we do have a next season, I'll buy trophies and I'll have to send them to you, and then you can ship them out. Or somehow figure out PayPal you buy them, because you have free shipping if they live in UK. But otherwise than that, that's all I gotta say. Unless you got something to add.
I think that's pretty much it.
If anyone wants to come down, say what they want to hear, ask us a couple questions, go ahead, we'll sit here for like a minute. Or I'll keep an eye on Discord and see if anything. If anyone has any questions, just let us know. We'll just sit here and wait. If anything comes in, we'll answer it. If not, we'll call it an end.
Yeah. Never gonna end it here.
Pretty excited for the first season. Hopefully we continue and this will continue to grow. But getting this many drivers in this amount of time for only being 4 days.
Yeah, it's a good effort.
16 drivers is well done, and I want to thank everyone for joining too. Wouldn't be impossible. It would be impossible to have more drivers.
Yeah, I think although we still need to get like 3 or so drivers, I'm happy with what we've been able to get in so far.
But if we get it, whatever we have now, we're 100%. Next week, Saturday, at 8 o'clock, we are going to have a race. I don't care if we still have 16 drivers, I don't care if we are doing a race, no matter what. I wanted to add in, the only time, if we do cancel a race, it'll be either for something's up with F1, PlayStation, like earlier this week, or just if only like 5 drivers show up. But that's the only time I would say, but other than that, there will be, maybe once in a while, there will be a time extended due to someone. We're willing to be able to work with other people and other drivers. So if we can only race every other weekend, that's totally fine. We got Cassix and Swanee doing that, so it's totally fine. So I don't expect you to race every weekend, but as long as you show up at least once every 2 races. Totally fine with that. But I haven't seen anything, so
I think we'll end it here. Guys, if you've enjoyed that, thank you very much for watching. And again, if you've enjoyed that, feel free to leave a like. And if you're new here, subscribe so you can see all the action in the Eclipse Racing League. And until then...
Get us off for no subscribers.
Until...
Subscribe with my main channel.
But until next time... and until Australia, can't even do my outros. But until Australia, we'll see you next week. Until Austria, we'll see you next week. That's it.